Hey y'all, it's your girl Asia Cierra, and I am back with another video. And guess what? We have my auntie Tanisha. Fun and Budget with Tanisha Davis. You weren't ready? You weren't ready?
I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready? But we got all the face in there, and we gonna keep it in there. And I love her. But listen, so we are here to do 10 of 20 questions that you guys can talk about with anyone at any event. And they are important questions because no matter who you're talking to or what relationship you have with anyone, you want to talk about, have a strong money conversation with people or relationship.
It's like making it so that money isn't so taboo. Like,
Yes.
let's talk money.
Yes.
We talk media, we talk what's going on in the world, like, you know, as far as social media, not just social media, but look, I don't even watch
Politics,
all entertainment.
But we won't talk about money.
Each other, gossip.
Hello.
Yeah.
But we won't talk about money. So I'm going to do 10 questions on my channel. And then you guys are going to head over to Tanisha's channel, Fun and Budget with Tanisha Davis, for the other 10 questions. So, you guys ready?
And also, we have Prince Amir
Oh,
starring in the background. So if you guys hear him, he's just having a good old time, and that's just what it is. So
there's nothing we can do about it.
Right.
I mean, we'll throw a pillow.
We running out of pillows.
Right.
But yeah. So, okay, I'm ready,
You
girl.
ready? So, the first question is, what scares you about money? This is a good one because
That's a good one.
You scared?
Oh, no.
Something scares you about?
Mm-hmm.
What scares you about?
All right. Here's the thing that scares me the most about money. I come from a poor background. You know, people say humble beginnings. It sound all cute. We were poor. And I always seen the reason that we were poor was because my mom was married to my father.
Hold on. Amir.
Now bring us that pillow back.
Give me that pillow.
We need that. That's our prop. Throw it back. Thank you.
Thank you. I can just edit out. I'll edit out.
All right. So the thing about it is, I felt that the reason why we were in a predicament we were in was because my mom loved my father and would not leave him, even though she should have. Because he ended up having a drug habit and my mom was a stay-at-home mother. So therefore, she didn't have money that she brought in. Our source of income came from my father. But what happens when your source of income ends up being addicted to drugs?
Yeah.
So my fear around money was falling in love and somehow having your financial situation intertwined in that thing and not having control over it. That was my thing.
Making a downward spiral.
Yeah.
To where you don't see. Love is blind type situation.
Like, for instance, Jay's right over there. He's helping us out, but he can't control his child. Jay and I are together, right? So my biggest fear, baby, you know this, right? Would be like if we're married and we're combining money, and then you F up the money somewhere in the streets. Or anywhere, period.
Yeah.
So we can't let that happen. Prenumped it is.
I'm not a gambler.
Yeah, so that's just my thing. So yeah, what about you?
I love that. What scares me? It's a lot. Like, I don't want to ever be in a position to where I can't feed my child and my family. I can't say that I had a terrible background or a terrible childhood because both of my parents were police officers. My dad wasn't good with his money. I'm okay with admitting that. But my mom was good with her money. But together, married, it didn't work. I don't want to ever be in a position to where I can't go to the grocery store or buy a bag of rice.
Yeah.
So I'd rather sacrifice fun to save than to have fun and not eat.
Wow.
I guess that's the best way. Yeah.
Okay.
Question number 2.
She gotta lift it. She can't see, y'all. She gotta lift the whole computer to her head.
Question number 2. What do you wish you knew more about money?
That's a good one. You know, when I first started this journey on my channel, Fun and Budget Act, I'm sorry, I changed the name. Fun and Budget with Tanisha Davis. I really did not know a whole lot about money, period. So it was an education journey as we went along. So now, today, I wish I knew more about investing in the stock market.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I wish I knew more about that. And even... Yeah, I would say just that, because then you have different vehicles like your Roth IRA and your traditional IRA, but all of that stuff is being invested into the market. So either way you spin it, I just wish I knew more about playing that game.
And that's my answer. Like, I really, really want to learn more about investing, and I know I'll get there.
Yes.
Let's pay Chase off, and then this one right here gonna help me with a lot of it. The question is, what would it take for you to feel happy about money?
Okay, that's a good one. And the reason why I say that's a good one is because a lot of times when you still have debt, or when you're not making the income you think, you always feel like, I would be happy with money if I made more, if I had more. But now I'm at the point, y'all, because I'm pretty much debt free. I have a house that I can easily afford. The mortgage is only $2,500. A lot of times I send at least an extra $5,000 a month just to my mortgage, because I don't have anything else really to do with my money. And so I'm at the place in my life where I realize I don't necessarily need more. So I'm at that place, and I know I was talking to my boyfriend about this, about how much do we truly need to live off of and to have some extra for fun. Because honestly,
it's not as much as you
I'm ready to trade in that rat race where we're trading our time to work a day job, and then we're taking our vacation time to go and play. I want to play all the time. And to do that, I'm willing to bring in less money from a traditional source, because again, hopefully, you know, your side businesses, the things that you start for yourself, can actually start bringing in like a whole lot of money. But I just feel like what would make me more happy with money is just living in a simpler life, so I can have more of my time doing the things that I love.
You love, exactly. For me, I've never been a person to where money makes me happy. I
love money.
Yeah.
Me and money, we got a thing going on. I love it.
Not to make me. I am more of a spending quality time, family oriented person. And I just don't want to owe anybody at this point in my life. I just want to get rid of my debt and and not owe anybody. And I think that's what would make me happy. But again, once I get there, am I going to be satisfied? So I can only speak about right now. And right now, the amount of money doesn't make me. But the goal to get out of debt is what will make me happy. And I was gonna say that's important, like to be where you are. You know what I'm saying? It's like be where you are right now, because when I was there, that would have been my answer too. Being debt free. Now that I'm debt free, it's like, but you know what? I really enjoy my time. And where you are, exactly. So you know, travel, I want more time. Exactly. Hold on.
Y'all know who I is. I am the T.I., the N.E., the S.H.A. So I'm Tanisha Davis, Fun and Budget. I also have a couples channel, Sitting in the Tree. Find me over there. We talk about my relationship with my wonderful, awesome man who's sitting right there helping us with all of our technical difficulties. And then, of course, on Fun and Budget, we talk about the beautiful art of living a fabulous life while minding your coins. Bam. to thumbs this video up. Okay.
Don't forget to go to Tanisha's channel and watch the other 10 questions. I don't know how I'm going to edit that in there, but we're going to make it work. Okay. So now Tanisha's going to read the rest of the questions because Asia cannot see. Okay?
I made this thing all.
I almost said my whole name. Go ahead.
Okay. Listen. All right. So the next question is, what does having money mean to you? I love my money. Oh, I guess I can answer because this is actually, she's supposed to be asking me these questions, but she can't see. Okay. I love money. What having money means to me is freedom. Freedom. And plus, I never have to worry. Like some things that some people will worry about. Like for instance, I had a whole tenant in the roof, the ceiling in the bathroom collapsed. It did not stress me out in the
At
least.
all.
It's just something like to know that you have money in your savings account, your sinking funds, your what's the other thing called?
Cash envelopes, sinking funds, emergency
funds. See,
okay.
I don't even know what people call it. It's my savings. Your emergency fund. To know that you know that there's nothing that can happen on this planet that money, I mean most things, that money can't solve. We're just talking about your natural, normal emergencies. You know, the things that pop up that you really hope don't happen.
And you know what I watched a video last night with you and Andre. Andre is her son. And it's an older video. It was like 2 years ago. And what you were telling Andre is, yes, it was about Murphy's Law.
Okay.
And you were saying that Murphy's Law is anything that can go wrong will. And Andre was trying to explain that we already know things are going to go bad, so whatever. And you were explaining to Andre that, but anything could go bad, but if I have money in my emergency fund, it's not going to
differently.
Exactly. It's not going to stress me out. And that's how I can answer the question. Like just the same as you. As long as I have a couple thousand in my account, I don't have to worry.
Yeah.
I don't have to stress. I don't have to argue with my husband about money. I don't have to feel down and not be able to play with my son.
Yes.
I don't have to go to work. I work different.
Yeah.
Having a couple $1,000s in my account. Because I'm not going to work knowing that I need this. I need this job.
A place coming from a place of desperation.
Exactly.
Again, freedom.
Freedom.
You have the freedom to choose. I have the freedom to turn down jobs. Because I'm not desperate for a certain this, that, or the other.
Exactly.
Also, being debt free does the same thing.
Yeah.
You have that freedom. So yeah.
So that, I like that.
All right, so the next question, this is question number 15. Remember, questions 1 through 10 are on my channel, and then 11 through 20 are right here where you are at, where you belong, okay? So number 15, what are you comfortable telling me about your money? Any debts that are important to know? And again, that question is phrased because technically they wanted like this for you to have this conversation with a significant other. But we're saying we can have this conversation amongst each other, period. Okay, so what are you comfortable telling about your money?
So, honestly, if we're having this conversation with just me and Tanisha knows a lot about my money. And you guys know a lot about my money as well. So, as far as debt, I'm almost consumer debt free if you don't count my student loans.
Yeah.
So the only debt I have, like we were saying before, is just credit card and my student loans. And I have a couple or a few thousand in my emergency fund, and my sinking funds a couple thousand. So I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable on my level.
And that's interesting because honestly, on my channel, because we've talked about this before, while I share almost everything about my financial life, I don't share the breakdown of where the money comes from. Yep, I don't share that. So I won't discuss
and I'm learning
that.
why. Yeah.
So I won't discuss that. So you know the overall pot and what's in the pot, but what you don't know is the breakdown of this much comes from this place, this much comes from this place, this much comes from this place. For two reasons. One, the comparison thing. I'm not a fan. I think that I do it. I think that it's natural to do it. And when I say comparison, especially let's take YouTube for instance. When you know she made X, Y, and Z on her YouTube channel, but dag, I didn't make that. You can feel some kind of way.
Exactly.
And then I don't ever want anybody comparing what they're making to what I'm making. Like, who cares? Because YouTube is such a, what is it? It's sporadic. Like, you really can't set your clock to YouTube. Like I was saying, because I had to negotiate for my salary and my benefits, I know that I could possibly have co-workers who see these videos, and I don't want that same thing out there as to, well, why does she make bam, 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 boom?
Exactly.
You know, so to have a little bit of privacy, I just combine everything in one pot without breaking out the specifics.
Exactly. That's true.
Okay, so the next question, number 16. What are you working towards? What financial dreams do you have? I'm going to say, what financial dreams do you have, let's say 5 years from now or 10 years from now?
Okay. Because you already know I stay where I'm at. I stay in my lane.
Yeah.
But have my own house, whether it is a rental property or our home, our first home that we purchased together. And a fully funded emergency fund, which would be, in my case, 6 to 9 months.
Yeah.
And I think those two are my biggest right now.
And I have two that are big for me too. One would be to pay off my home, the home that I live in. I owe about another $350,000 more or less, give or take. I can't remember. That home, which it used to have over $600,000 price ticket, so I paid off about half on that home, so I'm happy about that. And then my other big goal, I would say 10 years, it would be nice, 5 to 10 years, both of these things, 5 to 10 years from now, 2 years, but whatever. I would say is to be able to work anywhere in the world, to be able to bring in great amounts of income from anywhere in the world.
That would be.
Yeah. So that's
dope.
my thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's dope.
All right. So the next question, number 17. What do you want to leave behind for kids or others?
Ooh. For Amir, as much as I can. I can't put a see, my thing is I don't want to put a dollar amount on anything.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say, oh, I want to leave my son $100,000, and by the time I leave, $100,000 could be $1.
Yeah, it could
with
be,
the way inflation is going and the way the economy is. So I don't want to put a dollar amount, but I do want to say, one big thing, I want to leave him money for his first car, money for school, and if I can, money for like a condo or his first place.
Okay.
If he hasn't gotten it by the time I leave. Yeah. Because I was talking, again, last night I was talking to my dad, and we were talking about how we always say what we want to leave for our children. Why not help them while we're here? Ooh. And what's left over, that's what you get. But if you're gonna use and abuse me while I'm alive, then that's less for you when I go.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna sit and watch you suffer during my lifetime. Okay. So,
and we, you know what, we have two different points of view.
I already know. Listen, you gave him opportunity.
That's
so
true.
I know where you're going.
Every child's different.
Yes,
every child's different.
It's about how mature, not mature. I'm not gonna say mature, but it's about how the child handles it.
Yep. So for me, I'm gonna say at the basic level, the most basic level of them all, what I want to leave for my child is to not have to take care of me.
Yes.
Is to not have to take care of my debts. That's at the basic level.
I like
the basic,
yes.
and that's huge for me because right now I'm a daughter who helps to financially take care of my people.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And that's because you have.
And I did it even before, like I did it while I was in the military. So it had nothing to do with what I make or you know what I mean.
It's your heart.
I don't know about all that.
She has a big heart.
But yeah, so I don't want. So that's at the basic level. So I'm not even, like you said, I'm not even going to talk about. Well, when I leave, I want to make sure that my son. I don't care about none of that. Yeah. And the reason why I don't care about any of that is because what I know for sure is we will all be okay. Nobody left me anything. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And we come from generations of people who were never left anything. So I don't care. I don't know. I don't know if my mind's just not that big enough to say I want to leave wealth. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
You know. So it's like whatever.
Right?
But yeah. So
we can do what we can.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and that feeds into question number 18. Do you expect any inheritance from your family?
No.
No.
I'm not expecting anything.
Well, I don't come from that kind of legacy. You
Yeah.
see, she comes from the two parents who worked the police for. I don't come from parents who had jobs.
Yeah.
I don't come from parents who are gonna get retirement.
Yeah.
So no.
I mean, my parents have.
They usually have like pensions and things.
Yeah, they
like
have
that.
all of that,
Yeah.
but I don't know if they're gonna spend it before
Yeah.
they go. So expectation, no, because I feel like when you expect something, you're counting their days.
Right.
And I'm not counting my parents' days.
Yeah. And then it also kind of feels like you're dependent on something.
them. Exactly.
You know, like
we're not playing
after
those
they
games.
go, then I can buy my house.
Exactly. Like, no, I'm not numbering my parents' days. So I'm not expecting anything. All I can do is do my part so that they don't have to worry about me.
Yeah. Okay. So number 19. Good gracious.
I told you it's small.
This is deep. No.
That's the question.
What would you want to happen to your money if you died?
That's a deep one.
But hold up. This is a great plug.
Okay.
You ain't even ready because you're looking at me like, where you going?
I'm like, wait.
That's the thing. Most times, me, you, and the man in blue, we don't think about estate planning. We don't think about what. Yeah. So you know where I'm about to send you guys. Check out Rochelle Adamson Budgets Money Mondays, which is also a podcast. She has a fantabulous episode on estate planning. I listened to it in my car, in my Tesla. And I was like, oh my goodness, that lifelong, what was it called? Lifelong journey of life journey. It's the fact that you can set up what you want. Like, for instance, do people know where to go? If something happened to you tomorrow, do they know the bank accounts to check for, to close them out, and to find how much money is there and what should happen with that money? Do they know if you have a life insurance policy, who do they contact? What about HR? We all have jobs, most of us. Do they know who to contact if they needed to reach out to your HR department to let them know X, Y, and Z? Half the time, no, because we don't plan our estate. Well, this company, and again, you're gonna have to check out Rochelle Money Mondays estate planning episode, because I feel like it was like life journey,
so much content. It was like, I'm not even gonna let Tanisha keep going. You guys have to go watch that, because it was a lot of important things, like things that you need to do with your basic checking account. Didn't even know how simple it was.
Because here's the thing. There are over, and I want to say like 400 trillion unclaimed funds, because it all goes to unclaimed funds. If you don't do anything with your bank account and they can't reach you in a year, they turn it over to the government in unclaimed funds. The lady, the guest on this episode, what happened to her was her sister died at like 36. And her mom had to go through and try to figure all this stuff out during one of the most stressful times of their lives. And that's what caused her to create this company. So so that's what we're gonna say on that.
Y'all have to go watch it.
So what do we want to happen with our money when we die? Who knows? Because a lot of times we don't know what we should be wanting to happen with our money after we die. Check out that episode. Okay. And we're back. The last question, the last and final question.
Whew, this was fun, y'all.
Do you expect, oh, we already talked about this. Do you expect to support your parents or other loved ones in the future?
No.
And I do.
I know.
And I do. But not from a place of obligation or a place where I feel like I have to, because once again, I believe all is well and everybody will be all right.
Mm-hmm.
But I do because I can.
Yes.
And because I do look at myself, because I'm just like that. I'm their greatest gift. And so I will be the gift that keeps on giving. And so I do. And I know that my parents came up during a different time where they didn't have the opportunities that I have. And that I found and that I fought for and that I clawed my way and bust down the door to get into. And so therefore I just want to share that with the people who supported me the most on this planet, my parents. So
that was amazing. That was so much fun. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please go over to Tanisha's channel and watch questions 1 through 10. And let's keep the questions going. Let's keep the party
discussions
rolling.
Going.
Yes.
Don't forget to thumbs up, guys.
Like the video, comment, subscribe. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tanisha.
Thank you, Asia. Yes, thank you.
And until next time,
peace.